Good morning, everyone. I'm just checking that I'm fully in. Got a big hat on. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Here I am, sat in my car again, because it seems to be the place where I have that 10 minutes of either inspiration, which I have had in order to record this video, or just some quiet time, because sometimes as soon as I go into the house, I get distracted. So I have literally just dropped off my nut milks. For those of you who haven't been around for that long, you might not know what I'm talking about, but I am or have developed refill nut milks, and this week they are getting lab tested so that pretty soon I'll be able to launch my refill milks. But back to today, I wanted to record a video today about how you can make running a habit in 2021. This was inspired by a podcast called Feel Better, Live More, where the interviewer, who is a UK GP doctor, Dr. Rangan Chatterjee, interviewed James Clear, who is the author of Atomic Habits. And it's a brilliant podcast. I'd highly recommend it. But what I wanted to share was my interpretation of that and how you can implement that if you want to become a runner or the type of person who runs. For me, I would say running is one of my keystone habits, or exercise, but yeah, I would say running. And the reason for that is that when I run, other things happen. So when I run, I have a post-runner's boost of motivation and determination. I feel good about myself. I'm more likely to achieve things that I've set out for the day. I'm in a better mood, so I'm nicer to be around. Oh, and it also provides me with ideas, creativity, space. So for me, running is already and continuously a keystone habit. But the question I ask myself is around my other habits is, how do I make things stick? There's so much information out there about how many days it takes, how much time you need to spend doing something. But what this podcast made me realize is that it's not about a number of days. There's no magic 30 days, 60 days, whatever, for something to become a habit. It is that you identify yourself or are able to gradually build to something becoming a way of life or a part of your identity. And so for me, I would say running is definitely part of my identity, because over time I have built it up consistently. So I think if you want, what I'm about to say could apply to anything, but I'm going to talk specifically about how you could make running a habit. It's taken from the interview, and the first thing is to basically, if you're brand new to anything, and especially running, the first thing is 2 minutes or less. So the first thing is make it 2 minutes or less. So you're not overcommitting yourself to saying, I need to run 5k every day, or I need to run 5k 3 times a week, or I need to run for 20 minutes. You are simply saying, I will run for 2 minutes. And if you feel like 2 minutes is too long, you say, I will run for 1 minute. And that is all you need to commit to. So I will run for 2 minutes twice a week. And what that does is it creates the kind of, you're not overwhelming yourself, and it is creating the process around which you are going to run for 2 minutes. So you're going to put on your trainers, you're going to put on your clothes, you're going to go out the door, and you're going to run for 2 minutes. You may well feel like running more than that, but all you're committing to is 2 minutes. So that is number one, 2 minutes or less. And apply that to any other habit you might want to develop, whether that's meditation, visualization, yoga, anything. 2 minutes or less. And I absolutely love this, because I'm an over-egger, over-setter, over-goal, whatever. 2 minutes is perfect. Somebody's walking past, so I'm going to get some funny looks. Number 2 is considering the environment or design. So making it the path of least resistance. And for me, I have subconsciously created that for myself, because every evening I lay out my running clothes over the corner of the upstairs banister, which means as soon as I walk out my bedroom door in the morning, the first thing I see is my running clothes, which I put on after I've brushed my teeth usually, or as soon as I see them. I just chuck them on, and therefore it doesn't matter if I know what time I'm going to run, I just know I'm ready for a run. So making that path of least resistance for yourself, it could be that you put your trainers outside your bedroom door, or you put your trainers in your hallway at the bottom of the stairs, or you lay your running clothes out next to your bed, but making it the path of least resistance. And that's about environmental design. Number 3 is intention implementation, which is basically when and where are you going to run. I feel like I've kind of gone past the point of my running as a habit that I need to necessarily do that, because I just know I'm going to do it. But if it is very busy, and I will make a plan for the week, or if I'm training for something, I will make a plan of when and where. But if it's brand new to you, I think making a plan of when and where is really important. So is it that you're going to get up and run straight away in the morning? Is it that you're going to run before your dinner? Is it that you're going to run at lunchtime? And those 2 minutes, 2 times a week, when and where are you going to do them? Set that as a intention. And then finally is social environment. Social environment is, again, something that I wouldn't really have considered, but it is really important, because you want to join or be part of a group where the habit, i.e. running, is the accepted norm. So maybe you want to join a running club, or maybe you want to, for me, I have set up a separate Instagram where I share my running, share my goals, connect with other runners, and I have found that undeniably beneficial for me in terms of just thinking about running as a separate kind of main habit of mine. And at the moment it's hard because we're in lockdown in the UK, but I would highly recommend joining some kind of running online community, whether that's on Facebook, whether it's having an Instagram page for your running, whether it is being part of a virtual running challenge on Strava. Whatever it is, join or be part or contribute or create your own community where that habit that you want to form is the norm. And that is, I think that is key for everything. Like, you know, I've been saying for so long I want to do meditation, but I've never truly implemented it. And I've always thought I had to do it for like 20 minutes or 10 minutes. But actually thinking about doing it for 2 minutes is such a relief, and I know I can commit to that. So for me, the habits that I want to work on, because I feel like running is already part of my, it is one of my keystone habits. It's part of my lifestyle. It's not something I need to try and make a habit. It is a habit. But there are other things I want to make into habits, which include daily visualization, daily meditation, and drinking more water. So those are the things I would like to work on. And I think remembering that it's not a number of days, and that it is something that you want to be identified with, as in you want the habit to become part of who you are and the person you want to be. Really interesting podcast. I'll share the link below, but I hope that's helpful for someone who is really keen to develop a habit of running and become a runner. And you don't have to be running miles and miles and miles to be a runner. Anything you run, you know, you are a runner. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you all soon when I'm next inspired to record a video.